What's up everyone, my name is Royal Rebel, and in this video I'm going over the updates announced in the Dead by Daylight 6-year anniversary livestream. For those of you who were unable to watch the livestream, the developers announced 3 major changes coming to Dead by Daylight, along with some quality of life changes. Starting off with the quality of life changes, the developers are introducing preset loadout. Players will be able to save 3 different combinations of perks, items, add-ons, and offerings. They're also including loadouts for cosmetics. This update is largely being introduced to go along with the progression rework. The main menu will be receiving a visual update. Instead of the menu being at the bottom of the screen, it will be placed on the left-hand side, allowing space to highlight events, share information, a timer for the rift, and letting players enjoy the iconic campfire scene. Both of these updates are set to release in June along with the new chapter. Next, the developers are implementing a matchmaking incentive. To combat long queue times, the developers will be rewarding players for selecting specific roles. This update is set to come out sometime during the summer. An archive update will allow players to select both a survivor and killer challenge, so players switching between the roles won't have to select a new challenge every time. The wiggle escape mechanic will no longer have an option between button mashing and skill checks. Sometime in the fall, it will be switched over to just skill checks. The developers will be implementing a streamer mode, allowing players to obscure their names from all screens in the match. The goal of this is to protect players from DDoS and other cyber attacks. This is another update that will be implemented in the fall. For the winter, the developers plan on implementing improved game flow, allowing players to browse the various menus while waiting for a match to load up, instead of being stuck on the character's screen. This means players will be able to look into the shop, explore the rift and archives, and any other menus that were previously locked before. Before the end of the year, the developers are looking to add bots to custom matches, allowing players to familiarize themselves with new characters in a low-stakes environment. Now on to the bigger updates. Prestige and progression are getting a much-needed rework. Looking to take some of the grind out of leveling characters and giving players a reason to prestige, the new system will unlock characters' perks to the corresponding level on all characters. Meaning if you hit Prestige 1, level 1 of that character's perks will be available on all characters. Prestige 2 will unlock level 2, and the same with Prestige 3. The example the developers used was if you raise the Trapper to Prestige level 1, all of your killers will receive the first tier of Unnerving Presence, Agitation, and Brutal Strength. They will also gain the ability to find tier 2 of those perks in the Blood Web and subsequently tier 3. That process continues until you reach Prestige level 3, when all of the Trapper's perk tiers will be maxed out for every killer. For players who have already hit Prestige 3 on characters, they will receive a special reward. We don't know what the reward is at this time. The developers have also promised rewards for players who've collected perks but haven't prestiged their characters. Along with this update comes changes to the Shrine of Secrets. The shrine won't have a rarity associated with it anymore. We'll be able to buy chosen perks directly from the shrine, but higher tiers will cost more. And if you have like a tier 1 perk, you will be able to buy the tiers 2 and 3 for a discounted price. The next update is a little more vague. The developers announced that they are going to attempt to rework the meta. They're going to make changes to over 40 perks in the game to combat the overuse of a small amount of perk combinations. What these changes will look like and the exact number of perks being changed are not yet known, but the team is determined that the meta will not look the same afterwards. And probably the most controversial update announced, Moris are receiving another rework. Instead of being offerings, Moris will now be an automatic event that triggers as soon as the last survivor is downed in a match. The Mori will be a visual transition so that the environmental items can no longer block the view of the Mori. The goal of this is to integrate the backstory of the killers more, and the developers are really adamant to do this through Moris. So what do you guys think of the changes coming to Dead by Daylight? Some of these I'm really excited for, like the leveling rework, but others I'm definitely less excited for. Either way, I think we're in for a massive change to Dead by Daylight. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so I can bring you more Dead by Daylight content. And if you guys want to check out my Twitch streams, I currently go live on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturdays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.